much for joining me. Today is another exciting episode of my Diva Show. And today I have a lovely, beautiful international drag artist right from New York. And we're going to have like a fun talk with her. And it's going to be amazing. For the people who do not know me, my name is Yani. I'm based out of Bangalore, India. I'm a mother of a 6-year-old son, 5 cats, 4 dogs, corporate trainer turned makeup artist. I also do voice and accent training, and I'm a voiceover artist as well. So today, I'd like to bring Bella Noche, and it is going to be amazing. So in a bit, let me try. She's here. She's here. Where did she go? Da da da. She's gonna be joining in.
Hi.
She's gonna be joining in. Hi.
Hello.
You're so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God. I'm just gonna have like a fangirl moment for a bit.
Oh, I'm so flattered. Hold on. Let me adjust the camera.
Oh my God. You are so beautiful, Bella.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you.
Very, very pretty. Awesome.
Thanks.
So lovely to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for agreeing. And I am so honored. I am so honored, seriously.
I'm the one that's honored. So thank you so much for having me.
Amen. So, baby, so there are a couple of things that I found out about you. Okay, of course, because it's there on your bio. And I was so amazed to see that you are a freelance writer as well.
I am.
You're a freelance writer.
That was my original career.
Yes. You are a curator. Mm-hmm. You have, you design shows. You host virtual shows. You work for production companies. You are a powerhouse.
Thank you.
Like you are blessed with so many talents.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet.
Very impressive. Very impressive. So you said you're a Disney nerd. That's what you said.
I love Disney.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So which character, of course, do you identify with most? Like the Disney character that you identify with most?
Ariel from The Little Mermaid, 100%.
I was just going through the Disney characters today, okay? And I was like, she's Disney nerd. I was like 100%. I mean, because of this mermaid thing that is going on with you.
Yes.
But I'm like 100% she's inspired by the mermaid.
100%.
For sure.
100%.
Yes. And somehow now that you said Ariel, like I'm imagining you as, Ariel right now.
I love it.
If they make Ariel movie, they should star you.
I agree.
100%. You agree. Fantastic. Okay, darling. So why Bella Noche? Why this name? How did you come up with this particular name?
Actually, it's a Disney story too. I was trying to come up with my drag name. I didn't know. I had all these names, too many options, and I wanted something that was like pretty, but I also wanted something that showcased my Puerto Rican heritage a little bit. And so I was randomly watching the Disney movie Lady and the Tramp, and that scene comes up with them eating the spaghetti and meatballs and they kiss. And the song playing in the background is called Bella Notte, but it's in Italian. And so I was like, ooh, that's so pretty because it means beautiful night. And I was just like, oh, I'm going to go Bella Noche and make it Spanish. There we go. And that's how I got my drag name. So Disney also, Lady and the Tramp.
Lovely name. I must say that
Thank
to you.
you.
So you do these story hours where you read stories as dressed up as like drag queens.
Yes.
To kids in library and in schools, right?
Yep.
So what's the response? I mean, how do they react? Like, what happens?
It's very
like they look at you. Yeah, I just want to visualize that in my head. It's like they look at you and you're like looking like as this beautiful princess. So what is the reaction like?
I've had an amazing time doing Drag Queen Story Hour. The response I've gotten, especially from the kids, like that's always, the question I get all the time is your hair real? Like, because I like wearing colorful
Oh,
hair and stuff like that. But the response has been amazing. Even better response, the parents and the caregivers that bring their
oh,
children
really?
there.
Okay.
They either bring them because they've seen drag on TV or their kids have, or they're curious about it, they have questions. So the response has been fantastic. I remember the first story hour I ever did, which was like, I want to say almost 3 years ago now that I'm thinking about it. There was a little African American boy there, and he was right up in the front, and he had like a little headband on, but watching the entire time. And his mom came up to me afterwards. They were doing a little activity, and she was like, "Thank you so much. He loves dressing up. He loves princesses. He loves things like that." And I didn't, and like
Wow.
I haven't found something for him to like really like do that. And he saw a drag queen. He was just like, "Ooh, that's fun." And at the end of the reading, she came up to him and he was like, "Mommy, when I grow up, I want to be a mermaid drag queen."
Oh,
it
so
was it
cute.
was so adorable, and not only obviously it's flattering, but it's just like being able to bring a queer drag influence to kids who are already questioning their gender, their sexuality, who they are, who are familiar with dress up and things like that. So it's really, really awesome to be able to bring a program like that to people who otherwise probably wouldn't have an experience like that, especially there with their kids.
Yeah, because I am just trying to visualize. I'm like, if I would have seen a drag queen and you would have been like reading a story, my entire concentration would have been like just looking at her. Like, oh my God, she's so pretty.
There
So
have
what's the best? Sorry, go on.
no, there have been times where like a parent will come up to me, or like either like they're the kid's nanny or the aunt, something like that, and she's like, "I just to say you're pretty, okay, thanks, bye," and like walks away. It's almost like they're a little nervous to like say something, but I'm very nice and I always take a compliment.
Of course. So tell me, what's the best compliment that you have received till date?
The best compliment I've ever received today, it has to more do with an aesthetic and being queer. So I went to Pennsylvania, which is a more like wooded area up in here in America. I was doing a show there with two other drag queens, and so we got
Mm-hmm.
to the venue, we got dressed, and we came out, and we were socializing and stuff like that. And the assistant manager came to me, and she was giggling, and I was like, "What?" And I have a story to tell you. So I told the bartender, she was like, "Oh, the drag queens drink for free, so whatever they want, just give them the drink." And he's like, "Yeah, he says there's three of them, right?" And she was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Okay, that's one." And then went to me, he's like, "That's a drag queen?" Like he thought I was a real girl. So like,
Oh
yeah, it was.
boy.
She was like,
Yeah, but
"Okay,
you can
that's a
pass
drag."
off, of course.
Well,
Of course,
yeah,
you can pass off as a real woman, for sure.
but it was the first time that I had really stand next to drag queens. They're like, "Wait, those two are drag queens. That looks like a woman." Like it was just a fantastic way to start the evening.
Wow, that must be awesome. So
Yeah, it was cool.
you write, and of course you read books, of course.
Hmm.
Now, I mean that's like a no-brainer. So, which is that book that's actually changed your life? Like you're like, this is brilliant. This is something which is like life changing.
Yes. So when I was in college, I read this book called The Alchemist by he's a Portuguese author. His name is Paulo Coelho.
Mm-hmm.
And the book The Alchemist is about this boy who goes
Oh
on this
yes,
journey. Yes, it's a journey of like he's looking for this treasure. He meets all these people, and then towards the end, he meets an alchemist, and there's this whole literal whirlwind. There's that the climax is this whirlwind, and he like learns like these huge lessons about life, and like about like home is where you make it, and treasure is depending on what you treasure.
yes,
It's
yes.
I've read that book, no joke. I've read that book at least 5 times. It's so good,
Wow.
and every time I've read it, I get something different from it. But it really, really, um, helped me. And I was reading it at the time where I was coming out. I had moved out of my parents' house. I was living on my own. So it was a very well placed time in my life as well. The book completely changed my life.
Yeah, Alchemist, Paulo Coelho.
Mm-hmm.
Paulo Coelho. Yes, yes, I've read that book. Brilliant book.
It's so
Yes,
good.
absolutely. So you do so many shows. I'm sure your wardrobe must be really big, like
It
a whole
is.
lot of clothes. It is. Oh, you're agreeing to it too.
Lots.
Yeah, lots of clothes, lots of shoes.
Lots of hair.
Uh, yes, of course. So it's pretty much like a movie star kind of thing going on there. So,
A little bit. I like to, so where I'm living now, I just moved out to Long Island. It's the first time not living in an apartment because I grew up in New York City. And I have a bedroom dedicated to Bella. Bella has her own like bedroom. And so like all of her stuff is in there. It's like,
wow,
that's where she lives. That's what we say.
that's where she lives. So when was Bella born? Like Bella Noche, when was
Um,
Bella born?
I was born, technically the first time I ever did drag was October of 2015, but it wasn't until like January of 2016 that I was really like, okay, I'm gonna see if I can, be an actual like New York City drag queen rather than just like doing drag. So I would say
Mhm.
like January 2016 is like when I celebrate, that was like the birth of Bella Noche as like the drag performer.
Okay, so if there was a movie that would be made, let's say a movie, they're planning to do it like,
Hmm.
on your life, which actress should be playing your role?
Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, really? Oh,
I
wow.
well, so
Oh, wow.
I'm a huge fan of J Lo. We're also both Puerto Rican. We both grew up in New York City. And I love everything she does. She's gorgeous. She's a good actress. She sings. She dances. I adore her. And I did a tour. I did a 2-week tour in Florida where I impersonated J Lo. So
Oh, wow.
yeah. So yeah, if the movie was being made about me, she's got my part.
Fantastic. I'm just imagining. I was like, wow, she's got some sass.
Oh
And
yeah,
she's
like
got this grace as well. I mean,
yeah,
yeah, it's a beautiful combination.
yeah,
So,
she's everything.
so your life revolves so much around like songs, of course, like
Hmm.
so much. Sorry, let me just put out this light, okay? It's like really
Yeah,
blinding
no
me.
problem.
Oh, so much better in a very different.
Oh,
I
look
can
at
see you.
that.
Otherwise,
I can see
uh,
your necklace is gorge.
oh, thank you. Okay, so if you could choose, okay, one song to play every time you walked into a room for the rest of your life, which song would it be?
Um, so I don't know if it's a little bit of a throwback. Do you know the artist Pink?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. That song, I'm coming out, get the party started.
Ah, yeah.
Like literally every time I walked into a room, if just the chorus is like I'm coming out, I would just enter the room bopping like into it because like that's the thing. If I'm just like, nah, we're here to have fun. Let's do this
Wow, that's a nice song actually. For the rest of your life.
for the rest because it's like a lot of the songs that I like. I feel like I see when that I'm like conscientious of other people in that because it's just like I feel like that's like a really cool catchy song rather than something like annoying like a Disney song or something.
So that will be a song that will play every time when you walk into the room. So tell me a different song, like a song that will be like a theme song of your life.
Okay.
What that song would be if it all is a theme song?
Um, okay, the theme song of my life probably would be Pussycat Dolls when I grow up. Ever since I was younger, I had always as a young boy, I'd always wanted to be on stage. I always wanted to dance. I always want to do this stuff. And like I was too shy to like really like push forward and do that. And so that's, you know, I kind of gave that up, and then I went into writing and stuff like that. But I always had that thing. I was just like, oh, one day I'm gonna be like, I want to be like gorgeous and on TV and famous and, you know, on magazine covers and stuff like that. And then I discovered Bella, and like I still feel that way where I'm like I'm working towards that. But yeah, that would be my thing where it's just like, no, like I want to, you know, that would be my theme song totally.
Wow. Okay. So you said J-Lo would play your part,
Mm-hmm.
right? In the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
If at all the movie would be made. Now, but which other celebrity do you think you would rate as a perfect 10? I know J-Lo is like, okay, we're giving her the
Yeah,
movie part, but
J-Lo's
which
the goddess.
celebrities we're given that part, okay, darling? Okay, so now the next one, I mean, that you would rate like a perfect 10.
Um, as far, well, I'll do, since you know we're both girls here, I'll do a guy first. Um, I think Chris Hemsworth, just as far as just
Mhm.
like total package, like yeah, they like keep him locked away in like a locker somewhere. No one's allowed to touch him.
No one's allowed to touch him.
But yeah, that would, yeah, that's a 10. Hmm.
So you, as I said, you are so much, your entire profession, your entire life is like, revolves around music, of course, dressing up like, it's a very celebritish kind of life,
Oh yeah,
in a
absolutely.
way.
In a
Like it's,
way, it is what you make
of
it, you
course,
know.
yeah, it's pretty much like that. Like you're pretty much like a movie star. You get all the attention. You have a wardrobe to die for. People look at you and they go, "Wow!" And it's you are always in
No,
place wherein there's
no.
beautiful music playing. Okay,
I love it.
so which movie do you think would be better? Like would be greatly improved if it was made into a musical.
Jurassic
Which
Park.
movie do you think would that? Oh, really? Really?
No, I'm
Oh, that
kidding.
I didn't
I'm
see that
kidding.
coming.
I'm
Oh, I
kidding.
was like, okay, you got me there. I was like, where? I'm like, how? Okay,
Um,
got me there. Yes, lady.
hold on, my cat is being interesting. Um,
Oh, really?
so
Okay. Mhm.
I'm actually a huge fan of horror movies. Um, and I've always been
Oh,
you're
wow.
right.
Okay.
And one of the only horror movie musicals I have ever seen is that Sweeney Todd with Johnny Depp, that movie.
Hmm.
So I think it would be so unique and stupid, and it would piss my boyfriend off if like if like Nightmare on Elm Street was turned into a musical. I would watch the hell
Oh,
out of that. I would watch the hell out of that.
and you would make everybody go ahead and watch that as well. That's what it looks like.
My boyfriend is currently cringing in the living room. Like he's like, no, no.
Okay, so you of course, I mean, I'm going on repeating this. It's like because of like it's just somewhere there in my head. You have an awesome wardrobe, you have you have great collection, but what is something, okay, what do you collect that no one knows about? Is there something that you collect no one knows about? It's gonna be the first time
Oh,
ever revelation here.
so one of the thing I collect keys. I really like keys, especially skeleton keys. I've done that ever since I was a little kid. If I saw like a random key around or like a cool looking key, I had this box where I would put all of my keys. Um,
Uh-huh.
and so yeah, keys, especially skeleton keys. And like I don't even know if my boyfriend knew that.
Keys,
Yeah, I just find them fascinating.
keys. Wow.
Hmm.
That is so interesting. Keys? I was
Keys.
like, I've never heard. I have never heard. I've
It
heard
was random.
matchboxes.
Yes, I've heard the Matchboxes one
Wow.
too.
Yeah, I've heard matchboxes. I have heard I've heard very random things, but keys, that's like I would have never ever guessed that there's somebody in the world who would be collecting keys. Like small to big, like biggest, where do you keep them? How
Well,
many do you have?
uh, so I've kind of had to like, depending on like moving, I definitely have lost some along the way of like moving stuff like that. But I think at the height of it, I probably had like 110.
110. You have that specific number.
I'm
110.
estimating because when I was younger, I would count.
Hats off.
I would count and I would number
Hats off.
them.
Hats off to you. Okay, so so what would the world, how would the world be if at all it was filled with your male and female versions of yours? I mean, your female versions and your male versions. How do you describe that world?
Very colorful.
Well, of course, yeah. I just knew that was coming. Yes, colorful. Okay.
Everything would be bright colors and color coordinated. And yeah, one of my favorite things in life is color coordination, in case you couldn't tell. And yeah, everything would be bright colors and color coordinated.
Wow. Yeah, I was just imagining. I was like, I saw the video of yours, you know, where they're passing the lipstick kind of a thing, like passing the brush,
Yes.
and then you do it. Yeah, I don't know what's that. What are those videos called? I don't really know. So I was seeing that.
Yeah, they're like I think they're just called pass the brush videos.
Pass the brush video. So I saw yours, like the male version, and you turning in, like you transforming. And I had to take a double take. I was like, no, sorry, I think I missed something. I went back and I was like, she is so good. You are so good with what you do. I mean, it's perfect. Absolutely, like, you know, I see like the makeup on point, you know, the hair, the clothes. You have a beautiful collection of even, I think, necklaces. I saw some of your necklaces, beautiful chokers.
Thank you.
And there was something else. I was like, she has some good tiaras.
Yes,
do you call them tiaras, or do you call
tiaras?
Do they call them tiaras, or do you call them crowns? What do you call them?
I think it depends. Like they can be interchangeable, because I know like a tiara is the one that doesn't go like the full circle. It's just like the front, and then the crown is like the full circle one.
Oh, really? Oh, I never knew that. Oh, really? That's interesting.
Tiara and crown. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So how many tiaras do you have? Like 10, 12?
No, not that. See, like that's the thing. Like a tiara for me is more like a fantasy. It's just like, ooh, it's a tiara. Like, because like I would not perform with a tiara on. You know, like I'm very active, and I like moving a lot when I perform. That would not stay on my head. So if I'm wearing a tiara, it's like either for like a photo shoot, or I'm just feeling my own fantasy that day. So I think I have like 3 different tiaras, and then I have one mermaid crown. That picture that you posted with me in the purple ponytail.
We're skipping.
Are we back? Did we load?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yes.
Ooh, are we good? I don't know who's cutting out.
Yes. All of a sudden it was just like, you know, the video just paused.
Right.
Yes, Paul Vanessa, we are back. So yes, so your yes, I love that picture wearing this with an entire shells, and you have this tiara. It's one of the most beautiful pictures. Pictures.
Thank you.
My son saw that and asked me who she was, like who you were. And I said, the princess is going to be in my phone. I said, you know, this tonight. So he's already come in 2-3 times to see. So I was like, okay, right now I'm working. Please don't come near me, because I can't handle his excitement if it only comes. So I'll call him once when we are wrapping up the show.
Please do.
He'll come and he'll say hi to you.
I love it.
So, so you, of course, are very talented. But there's got to be one useless talent that you have. So what is that useless talent that you have? All of us have some weird useless
Um,
talent.
so for some reason, if you give me, let's say you give me like a thing of books or a thing of movies or whatever, and you tell me to alphabetize them, I can alphabetize something faster than anyone else. I don't know why. The way my brain was just like slot, 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 alphabetizing here, done. I can and just alphabetizing, like numbers can work in there, but like give me something to alphabetize, I will have that done in like minutes. It's, yeah, random.
Like to the point, like not just really like A, B, C, D, but you can go like A and A, B and A,
Oh,
C, like that.
and go to
Like that.
the third letter, alphabet.
Oh
Yep.
Lord in heaven, are you kidding me?
I don't know.
So,
I've been doing it ever. Well, I learned about this because as a little kid, I would alphabetize all of my VHS tapes. And so when I got a new one, I had to reorganize for when in like alphabetical order. And I think that's where I started honing the skill of alphabetizing stuff ever since I was little. And now I do it like.
wow. Okay. So, you know what? I mean, in a library, and the fun part is that you actually go to libraries. You actually
I
write.
do,
You actually go
yes.
to libraries.
Libraries,
And you're like, wow. I mean, this
libraries
is
make me
easy.
so
I'm like,
happy.
just
Libraries
give
make
me
me
that
so
work.
happy.
I can just make that happen.
I am the Dewey Decimal System. Like,
Okay. So again, I think with you, I'm talking so much about clothes and movies and, songs and stuff like that. That's what I'm kind of realizing that I'm doing with you. Okay. So what used to be, I mean, clothes again, like, it just came into my head. So what used to be considered really trashy, okay, earlier, and now it is considered classy. Do you have something, do you know something
yes,
like that? That was like,
yes. Um, Body glitter. Body glitter used to be so trashy.
ah,
It was like if you were like, that was like it's like poor, like just trashy. Body glitter used to be so trashy, and now they have all these different types of like high quality body glitter with different iridescence, and they're vegan and cruelty free. Like body glitter is now a thing, and I live for it.
wow. Have you done body glitter?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes.
Is it difficult? Is it difficult to get, I mean, is it difficult for you to like remove that as well, or is it easily
Oh
washable?
yeah, like my boyfriend always says, I constantly have glitter on me at all hours of the day. You find glitter in little pieces around our house. Like, yeah, it just doesn't go away. It's a
Absolutely.
glitter is a lifelong commitment.
Yeah. So it's like you can find even glitter in your food sometimes.
Oh yeah,
Because
it's
it just
everywhere.
doesn't come up.
Every once in a
Okay.
while,
So what's
yeah.
the we
Go ahead.
no, go on. Every once in a
Oh,
while you were
I
saying
was gonna
something.
say every once in a while I'll be downstairs and upstairs I'll hear my boyfriend huff and I was like, he just found a sequence. Like
Oh boy. Okay. So, what's the weirdest accessory that you've seen on someone's outfit because you just work with outfit or you see outfits, you have outfits, you work on outfits. What's the weirdest accessory on somebody's outfit?
I saw I had a friend in New York City who made an outfit completely out of cigarette butts that they found like on the floor, and like made this whole thing gluing cigarette butts and had two cigarettes as their eyebrows. And I was like, wow, okay. So cigarettes, that's the weirdest accessory I've ever seen on somebody.
Oh my God.
And
Oh
not just
my
like
God.
used cigarette butts. And they're like, I was like, where did you get all those? You must have smoked a lot of cigarettes. He's like, no, I would like find. He was like, no, I would like find them on the floor. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, and you have that all
Right,
over you. Oh my God.
right. And then
Oh
I took like one
boy.
step back. I was just like, okay. But yeah, definitely the weirdest accessory I've ever seen.
Oh my God. It's I'm sorry, but like, it can gross someone out,
Oh
right? The
yeah, and
moment you see.
I think that was also like kind of the point where they did it. but it was yeah, I'm not gonna forget that one.
Oh my God. Okay, I can never unhear it. This particular story or this answer is going to be in my system like forever till my death.
You're welcome.
No jokes. Okay, so are you spendthrift or are you like, do you think and buy, or you just like, you just tend to like just buy?
It depends. It depends on what it is. There, like when it comes to drag, especially clothes, makeup, and stuff like that, there are things that you can get very cheaply and that are good, and then there are the things that you want to spend money on because they're like better quality. Like for my makeup, I have expensive makeup and I have like very cheap makeup. Like some of the best eyeliner when I was getting started, just like regular black glitter eyeliner, I got from the dollar store. I have no idea why dollar eyeliner.
Shaurya, I am at work now. Sorry, I don't really know what happened here. And now I have to call. Bella should come. Yes, Bella, darling. Hey, Bella.
There we are. There we are.
I was like, the video just paused. I was like, okay, looks like there's got to be a part B to it. So I was like, okay, let me just post that. I did not want to lose our conversation. So I finished up. I went ahead and loaded that and I was like, let me start this live again. Okay, so we were talking about, you being spendthrift, and you were talking about that you have expensive makeup and you have cheap makeup.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to buy. That's what you were saying. So yeah, so you can continue with that.
Yeah, so you learn what you to spend money on and what not to spend money on. And I think the thing that you would want to invest in the most when you're doing drag is good hair. And it'll probably cost you the most
Isn't
too.
it? Isn't it? Absolutely. That's definitely like the most expensive bit because the quality shows, isn't it, when you're wearing it? And that's like a make it or a break it kind of an accessory in your entire look. If the hair is not good,
it
the
ruins
makeup
everything.
and the entire stuff. Absolutely. I completely agree with that. So tell me, what is your best purchase till date and your worst purchase till date? What's your best and what's your worst purchase till date?
Well, these are my best purchase.
Okay.
They weren't cheap. But I think the worst purchase. Oh my gosh! So you know those memes that go around online of just like how it looks online versus when it shows up.
Yeah.
So there was this dress that I saw online, looked gorgeous, looked like stoned and all this kind of stuff. And it was expensive, but they had my size, and I was just like, ooh, that's really pretty. Let's do it. It came in. The stones were not stones; they were little pieces of sequins, and the zipper was on the outside of the dress. It was sewn on the outside of the dress rather than the inside. So when you zipped it, it like bubbled in the back because it wasn't on correctly. I was livid. So that was definitely the worst.
Were you able to return it, or were you stuck with it?
I was like, I would return it, but no one else should have to do this dress. I just threw it. I was like, I would return it, but no one else should have. So I just threw it out.
Okay. Tell me, now you have a lot of beautiful things that you own, okay? Tell me, what's the ugliest thing that you own? Like the ugliest.
The ugliest thing, I mean, ugly is relative. However, I do have, I'm not a huge fan of the color yellow. However, I do have this one very like Spanish style yellow dress with this ugly ass brown rope attached around, like like the ones where they have the little hooks on the dress, so like the belt can't leave it. And it literally looks like this like yellow lacy thing that you got at Goodwill, but it's so comfortable.
It's comfortable. Oh boy. So, what's like your dream bathroom? How does your dream bathroom look like? Like this is how it needs to be, like the
My
dream.
Well, my dream bathroom would be like one that you find at like a mansion by the beach. Like
Or
walk in,
mansion by the beach. Okay.
huge tub with like a window looking out onto the ocean. Everything is like greens and blues and whites. Nice like stone glass stand up shower. Uh, a toilet with a bidet. Yes, definitely have a bidet. Uh, and like his and his sinks with a massive mirror. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
massive mirror, diva mirror, like lots of lights.
Absolutely, yeah. With like the ones where you like touch the mirror and all of a sudden the lights like light up, but from behind the glass.
Wow.
Yeah. See, like if I'm designing a
Wow.
house and stuff, I'm gonna get fancy with it. If money's not an option,
Like just go for it. Like
correct.
there has to be like an absolute beautiful bathroom there because half of the time you're gonna be there doing your makeup and all of that.
Right,
And then there's gonna be
exactly.
your walk-in wardrobe would be like right beside that. So yeah, so a
Absolutely.
girl needs to have like a great looking bathroom. Yeah, of course. So if I gave you $50,000 to start a business of your own, what business would you start?
I would open a bar.
Ah, makes sense.
I think
Makes absolute sense.
even before drag, I'd always thought that like opening and creating a bar, even when I was like older, like even retirement or something like that would be fun. So
So, do you know how to cook?
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Really? But what's your
I'm
biggest
Puerto
screw up
Rican.
in kitchen?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yes, oh
Um,
yeah, biggest screw up.
biggest screw up. Um, there was I've never done it. It's never been that I was like burned down the house or anything like that. There was one time um I wasn't aware of how much oil was in or how hot it was, and I put something in, and the whole thing just went fire up, and the hood of the over the stove, like underneath, was just like charred black.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was
That was
probably
like
my
a
biggest.
disaster.
Yeah, I think I was like 21 or 22.
Oh boy, but
I was
you're a
like, I
good
was like,
cook.
yeah. Usually, I was cook. I was distracted. I had people there. I wasn't like really paying attention, and so when and it went up, everyone just like, oh, all right, let's stop talking to her and let her cook.
So, what's your culinary expert? I mean, which is like your culinary specialty?
I mean, Spanish food is very much that. I'm great. Like, well, I feel like a lot of people could be really good cooks if they just learned how to season stuff properly. I feel like seasoning
Oh,
is harder than cooking because, like, cooking is just like, okay, let's make sure we're not going to die from this raw fish. But the seasoning is really makes it like, ooh, this is really good. So,
yeah.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
if you learn how to season something,
I
that's
don't
the
know
real
when
culinary art.
I don't know when you're speaking about food, all of a sudden I can taste food. Like
Ooh,
it
that's
feels like as
sexy.
if yeah, I don't know, it's like I don't know. Why actually speaking, why can I taste food all of a sudden? So yeah, this is one of my favorite questions. I mean this question is my favorite rather. Okay. So if you were arrested with no explanation, okay, what would your friends and family assume you have done?
That I was drunk in public. Hands
That
down,
is all.
that's it. Everyone would be like, all right, she did something. She was drunk. She's outside and she did something. Got arrested. Let's go get her. That's
Okay. Oh wow. I think I figured that out. Okay. All right. So now
that's
I'm
never
going
happened
to.
for the record.
Oh, that's never happened.
That's
But
never
I
happened for the
could,
record. But if they got that call, that's what they would think.
but why would they think that? There's got to be a reason. There's got to be a fair enough reason why they would go in and think that. That to all your friends and family.
They've seen me do it with them in public, so if I'm not with them, they could be like, "Oh, we're not there to help her out." Like.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Now I'm just gonna ask you some choice questions, right? A quick choice question. So we will figure that out. Okay. Would you rather lose the ability to speak or lose the ability to hear?
Lose the ability to speak, because I can still lip sync.
Oh, really? Smart girl, you're very smart. You're very smart. Okay, would you rather be covered? There's a reason why I'm asking this question, okay? Because you're a mermaid. Like, in my head, I'm going to be always like, because you're a mermaid. 1 minute.
I love it. I am.
Oops. You're a mermaid. Okay. So, that's the reason why I'm asking this question. So, would you rather be covered in fur? Okay? Because, of course, sometimes,
Right.
you know, that can be like, it'll look really nice on clothes and stuff. Or would you rather be covered in scales?
Scales. I just think it's cooler. I mean, as I sit here with fur on. As I sit here with fur on.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yeah. All of us. Yeah. Right. Okay. So yeah. The reason why I thought it would be like you would say scales is because it's like mermaid, fishy.
Right.
So yeah, the fish scales. So yeah, of course, that makes more sense. So would you rather be 10 minutes late or 20 minutes early?
10 minutes late. Oh my goodness. Well, for what? For
whatever. For any appointment.
Well,
lunch appointment or whatever.
Oh, what was I saying? Because yeah, because that's the thing. Like, if it's for a gig, I'll be there early. Anything else, I'll be 10 minutes late. I hate waiting for people.
Okay. All right. So we would say that, let's say you would be 20 minutes late because we are not really talking about you doing a gig. So if it's not a gig, you would be 20 minutes late.
I would be late. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh. Thank God.
Okay.
I was like, the video paused again, so I started freaking out. Okay.
No, we're good.
So if you could talk to animals, okay, would you rather talk to land animals or sea animals? Can you hear me?
I mean, obviously. Oh yeah. I was thinking. I was. I mean, sea animals would be cool to talk to, you know, whole the mermaid thing. But like, I can't have a dolphin in my house, so I probably land animals so I could like talk with my cat and dog.
Smart lady, you kind of like really thinking like the questions, not really like you have a justification for every particular choice that you're making. So very smart.
Thanks.
Seriously, golden voice or silver tongue? Not that I know what they mean by silver tongue, but we can use to a visualization, whatever.
What's interesting is I do have a silver tongue. It's one of the reasons I'm so good at what I do. However, I've always wanted to have a beautiful singing voice. So I would, just for that reason alone, yeah, I would have a golden voice.
Golden voice. Okay. So, would you rather have a sailboat as a home or an RV as your home?
An RV. You have more control. On a sailboat in the water and stuff like that. What happens when the storm comes? No.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather see 10 minutes into your own future, or would you rather see 10 minutes into your boyfriend's future? Which one would you choose?
Mine.
Okay.
Like,
for a minute I was
what happens to him in 10 minutes, but I want to see mine.
Okay. So would you rather control animals with your mind, or would you rather control electronics with your mind?
Animals, hands down.
Okay.
hands
Okay, would
down.
you rather? Yeah, I kind of, yeah, because that other stuff you can kind of like figure out, right? I mean, you can
Right.
always go and
I
like
could go
press
somewhere to hack
buttons
stuff.
or
Right.
whatever.
Uh-huh. Oh, I
It's
love
not
animal
really,
stuff.
but yeah, talking to
Right.
animals, yeah, that's like
And then
different,
being
absolutely.
able to control them. That's the part that I'm like, that's cool. That's like Beastmaster.
The kind of cool visualization and the kind of cool things that we're talking about, all of that. Okay, so would you rather have unlimited international first class tickets or free meals all your life at restaurants?
First class tickets, absolutely. The first class tickets.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. I love
yeah.
travel. I love traveling, and I really like. I do enjoy the finer things in life when I get them. So yeah, first class ticket, absolutely.
Oh, wow. Okay, so would you rather be forced to dance every time you heard music, or would you rather be forced to sing along to any song you heard?
Dancing, because then at least I'm burning calories.
The things that you're saying, Bella, seriously. Very interesting. Very,
Oh,
very
thanks.
interesting. Would you rather have all your clothes fit perfectly, or would you rather have the most comfortable pillow, blankets, and sheets in existence?
That's hard. Those are like two things that I like love. I just want everything to fit right, but then I love like big pillows and blankets and stuff. Gosh. Um, I'm gonna say the clothes because like with the blankets and stuff, you only get like the one with all the clothes. That means all of your clothes will fit all the time perfectly. So I'll take the clothes.
I somehow had the feeling that you're going to say the same thing. I was like, she's a drag queen.
That was tough
I'm
though. That
like,
was tough.
yeah, okay.
That was a war between both sides of me. There was just
Mm. Would you rather travel the world for a year? I think I already know the answer to this question because of whatever you said before, but I'm still going to ask it. Okay.
okay.
Okay. Would you rather travel the world for a year on a shoestring budget, or would you rather stay at only in one country for a year but live in luxury?
Oh, that one. 100%.
Yeah, because you like finer things in life, like,
I do, and
might as well.
especially
Let's just
like
stay in one
for
country.
me, right? Especially if it's like a cool foreign country, because then I'll still travel around, but then I get to go home to my luxury place. Like,
Oh boy. Would you rather have a completely automated home or a self-driving car?
an automated home.
Hmm. Because you know how to drive, so it doesn't
I
really
do. Well, I
matter.
do know how to
It's
drive.
okay.
Also, like I'm not crazy about like someone else driving me like an AI driver. I've always found this to be like, it's almost about being. It's that being in control thing. At least if driving, I can control fully automated house. I don't need to be in control of that. I'm like, hey, let's do it. That sounds really cool though.
Oh yeah.
It's like the Jetsons.
Yeah. Yeah. So would you rather be an amazing painter or would you rather be a brilliant mathematician?
Hmm. I don't like math unless I'm counting money. So I'm gonna say painter. I'm gonna say painter.
And have you ever painted? I mean, do you have like
I
a
mean, I painted this morning. Uh,
Oh my God, why did I just forget this? Oh my God. Girl, you got me there. I'm like, yeah, of course. Duh. Okay. Would you rather have a flying carpet or a car that can drive underwater? Which one?
Ooh. Hmm.
I love the way that you're thinking.
Because
I got
both
this one.
flying carpet is cool because like you can let go anywhere real fast, but like you can't bring anything. At least with a car, you can pack the trunk and like drive to the water, you know. um, but just for the, I would logic aside, I would go with the magic carpet. That's really cool because it's magic.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they'll come out with a car that you could drive on. I mean, like a submarine, basically. But I don't think anyone's inventing
Yeah,
magic
submarine
carpets
basically.
I don't think people are inventing magic carpets anytime soon.
Awesome. Would you rather be fantastic at holding breath underwater, or would you be absolutely amazing, world class at belly dancing? Two absolutely weird things. Random.
I think I'm gonna go with the underwater one because then I can be one of those mermaids in the theme parks that are in the tanks and just be in there forever and like get paid to hold my breath. So yeah,
I know, right? Because you can be underwater for like so long.
Right. Yeah, definitely
Yes.
on the underwater one, and I would make money on that.
Yeah. Okay. So would you rather live on a beach shack or in a cabin in the woods?
Beach shack.
Because of the mermaid bit?
I also like the beach, and I don't trust cabins in the woods. They freak me out. I've watched too many horror movies.
Oh, dude. Before we end, I have to ask you this question because I think All About You is very magical in a lot of ways.
Oh, thank you.
So I have to ask you this question. What, according to you, is the closest thing to real magic?
Honestly, I think the closest thing to real magic would be like, honestly, it's gonna sound cheesy, but I think drag is the closest thing to magic. It's like, and it is. It's like you're literally changing into a completely different person. You feel amazing. You feel beautiful. People, respond, and it's all like because of you and your talents, your body, your face, what you do, and it's literally the most magical feeling in the world, and that's why I love it. So,
Wow. Awesome. That's a lovely answer. So we're coming to an end, but let me tell you this. I had such a lovely time
this was so
interacting
great.
with you.
Thank you so much.
It was
it's fun
honestly speaking. Go on. Sorry, I think I'm interrupting you, or this is lagging, or I don't really know what's happening.
No worries. No, it's interesting because, like, as I said before, as a writer, I would interview a lot of people. I wasn't the one usually getting interviewed, so this was great, and like the random questions were super fun. So I love stuff like that. So this was really, really a good time. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, love. You know what? There is one thing which really stands out. I think you're a very nice human being.
Thank you.
I love interacting with you, not just here, but I interacted with you over WhatsApp and over a call. And, I contacted you through Insta. I just found you such an amazing person, down to earth, beautiful as...
Thank you.
And you are one of those people that they say that you are beautiful, in and out, both. Honestly speaking, I am not trying to go ahead and flatter you in any way, but I am seriously, because see, my work is over. Honestly speaking, my work is over. Like I've got you onto the show, so why would I need to flatter you? But seriously speaking, I think you are just so humble. You were so sweet. And one of the things that I really understood, while asking questions and all of that, you are so intelligent.
Thank you. That's
so intelligent.
That means a lot. I was
like, actually. You're so smart. You're very smart. So there's some times when I was asking you some questions and you had such smart answers to it. And these are random questions. I mean, these are like, would you rather do this or would you rather do that? I mean, who's going to put so much thought or whatever? You're just going to, answer or whatever. But the way your mind worked, the way that the way you kind of giving me reasons, I was like, damn, this woman is brilliant.
Thank you.
You're brilliant.
Thank you.
You're absolutely brilliant. You've just won my heart so much.
Yay!
Yay! My son would like to come and say hi to you, okay, because he's after me.
I would love to say hi.
Shaurya, there's a princess. There's a princess. Come, come, come. I'll show you princess. Wait, I'll show you princess. Would you say hi to the princess? Say hi.
Hi.
See, princess. Okay, enough. Come here and say bye to the princess. My son just went. Okay, all right, fantastic. Thank you so much. Did you say bye? He got so excited. Oh my God!
So
when I dress up my clients, and he's around, I do male to female, makeup transformations.
Yes.
And my son is around, and when somebody looks really nice, he goes up and he actually compliments them. So he has this princess thing in his head. He's like princess. So the moment the princess is going to come today, he got totally happy.
That.
So see, he's all excited.
I love that.
Thank you so much, darling.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you, babe.
Thank you. And
thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
Brilliant. Have a good night. Okay, good night for me and good day for you.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Take care, darling.
Thank you again
Have
so
a good
much.
one.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.